Hello and welcome back to the Battle Room. I am, of course, the Battle Room. And today I'm joined by Raghav. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. Got one final out the way, only two left, but right now I'm feeling really screwed for NAIC. And so I need to do some research about what happened at the latest tournaments to figure out what I need to use and what I need to beat.
That's true. This is very much about a beating strategy because I just don't think you are a CSR Zama player. Because let's
Fuck that dog.
Let's cut the shit here. Let's get in this finals between Ruben and Matteo here. And they have very similar teams. There's a one Pokemon difference between their teams. And here's the team with the Raging Bolt. I talked a lot in my last video, actually, how I thought the core of Calyrex Zamazenta Incineroar wasn't even necessary to the core. It's actually the Raging Bolt. And I feel like those three just capture, like that is the essence of the core. Those are the three best Pokemon in the game. Those are the three best Pokemon in this core.
Yeah, I actually played this quite a few times at the Cup I was just at this weekend. And I will say, the CSR Zama POW Bolt, really annoying, especially that taunt Shenpao I feel like is picking up. It's pretty annoying for like some of the Leech Seed Calyrex comps or just Trick Room in general. But this is a comp we've seen like have great success in the past. I think Mont did well with it too, our homie Montana Mott. So I'm not surprised that this is a very European strategy.
Wait.
And they have a little mishap there with
we gotta roll that back.
Oh my god.
Oh, handshakes. Rough. Hate to see it on the on national TV here, but yeah, Mont did well with it. Aaron Brock also did well at Portland with it. This was kind of a comp that I feel like was picking up. Aaron Brock actually had fucking Ting-Lu
right?
over Rillaboom, and there are some slight different variations here, right? This guy's got Encore and no Nasty Plot and Terra Ghost with Sash, whereas the other guy had Sash Jianpao and the Terra Dark Nasty Plot set with
and the POW is Life Orb, but still Taunt.
Yeah. Taunt's just good.
I mean, I think this is weird. I'm not sure who the matchup favors. Maybe, I believe, was it Ruben? I think he, since he has the Sash on Calyrex, that might go, like, really hard. But at the same time, he doesn't have Plot, which makes it harder to kill things like Zamazenta. So yeah, I think it's a bit of a toss-up. I don't think the Rillaboom matters here too much.
No. The Instant could. I think Instant could be
Instant definitely could. I think Instant's really good in this matchup outside of that pesky Zamazenta. So I'm kind of curious how these guys approach it. I think it's pretty even because they each have, like, things that work in the matchup and things that are worse. And I actually haven't seen this. I don't actually know who won. I don't remember the name. So I'm pretty curious to see what happens.
I think one interesting thing too here is, like, if there is a standoff, right, between Calyrex's next to Zamazenta's, a big thing here is the Sash one can't hit the Terra Dark one, right? But the Terra Dark one can hit the Terra Ghost one. So, like, it can get a little funky, right? Like, it is a little bit weird. Obviously, this team is pretty popular throughout the day. We've seen it a couple times. So I feel like, like, these people are practiced in this matchup. So we should get a banger set here.
And we see the double restricted lead, kind of what you're alluding to, where it's like Wide Guard is a huge protector of Calyrex. But Ruben has to get some weird speed ties and Encore to prevent Matteo from just setting up a plot here and going ham.
That is true. I've practiced a lot with Shadow Rider recently, and I feel like it does. Like, no matter how well I play, no matter what happens in the game, I could have 5 turns in a row. It's just going to come down to a speed tie at some point. So I am curious to see when that turn will happen, where the speed tie turn will happen that will decide the outcome. But we'll see here. Because right off the bat, like, there is things you can do. There's ways you can play it, right? There is a Terra Dark Calyrex. There is Fake Out. There's a lot you can do.
I mean, I think if I'm Matteo, I'd probably just fake out Terra Dark Nasty Plot and hope I win the speed tie, right? Like,
but you also might
in such an advantageous position.
You might want to lose the speed tie so that you don't get encored, right? Like, it is weird.
No, I meant turn 2.
Oh, turn 2.
I feel like they're not encoring this turn.
I'm just saying it's a possibility, right? I mean, they definitely should.
I think this turn they should just Astral and Body Press the Calyrex probably.
They are not listening to it all. They're just going to swap here and make... we're going to get the Zam Calyrex showdown here. Right on the right side, too. They're just staring each other down.
I mean, the thing is, Protect leaves you vulnerable to Encore as well.
It does,
so I would have just done the play, Oh, they also protected. Holy shit, my play would have been incredible. Matteo, you should have listened to me.
Okay.
And they also protected. It would have been actually free.
Yeah, that would have been nuts. That would have been so nuts if he just got that one off. But he doesn't. So now it is awkward because there is the encore pressure. I think you always go for encore, right? Like, I think this is a free encore and wide guard would feel pretty good.
I mean, I really dislike Ruben's play turn 1. It was so passive, but he didn't really get punished for it. And at this point, I think you have to find a way to be a little aggressive. I feel like the encore wide guard play loses to, like, any read on Matteo's end.
True. It is just such an awkward, like, mirror. Like, the Shadow Rider mirror is just so toxic and so nuts because they do speed tie. They all are running max speed now. And it is just such a weird dance, like, with the with the encore shenanigans, with the, you know, having to commit your Terra, so now you're weak to the Zam. There's just a lot going on here. So we're going to see a Terra Dark from Matteo, and then we're going to see Terra Water from Ruben, which I do like. He doesn't want to take the super effective body press. He wants to smack this Shadow Rider here. We are going to see the Encore. He shakes his Jirachi in the air. Gets it.
Wait, this is huge.
Yeah, it's so
Fails to
huge.
protect. And the Terra Dark makes it so you can really just body press that slot. Like,
Yeah.
and Heavy Slam does a good amount, but at this point, I think Ruben's doing really well. The Terra Water was really smart. I mean, Calyrex gets a guaranteed protect off, but not sure how Matteo needs to position back to get into this game.
Yeah, because this is super chill. We did see that Matteo has the faster Zam, which is something. I feel like Zam speeds are different depending, and you know, they're varied, right? Not everyone's running max speed like they are in Calyrex, so it is important to note which Zam Sense is moving first.
Yeah, I mean, I think we saw Matteo move first this last turn.
He did, yeah.
At this point, what do? You leave the Calyrex in? Do you switch it out? Calyrex is coming back. It's locked in to protect. The horse is fucking useless.
Yeah, I mean, I think Bolt's a good switch here, but if it takes too much damage, like it is... Okay, there's another protect. Playing it super safe. Wants to conserve the Calyrex. So the Bolt coming in for free here actually does let him get back into the game quite a bit, right? Like, now you have this Pokemon that can probably kill Calyrex from this range and threatens the KO onto the enemy Zamazenta. Ooh, he gets the...
Was that a crit or was it just a low roll the first time?
Yeah, I think it was just a little bit of a low roll, yeah.
Yeah, well, this is really bad for Matteo, but Terra Water does mean it's vulnerable to Clap. I don't think it's going to KO because it's Magnet and it hasn't taken any damage, right?
Correct. And he also doesn't have any Terra, so you can't give it the Terra Electric, right? There's the Terra Dark Shadow Horse.
Yeah, it's vulnerable to T-Bolt, and at this point you need to get a read right then, right? You got to protect and T-Bolt the Zam.
Or you gotta, like, nasty
Just
plot
take a double KO.
if you're thinking it's protecting. Like, it's kind of weird. You gotta call the wide guard too. It is very it's very awkward. There's a lot going on here.
I like this play because even if you lose your Calyrex, you should take 2 KOs no matter what. Unless Ruben switches. Okay, Ruben switches out the Calyrex.
Into Amoonguss. Okay.
I'm really liking how Ruben's playing this after turn 1. Ooh, that's just free damage though. I'm not sure I agree with that.
And this is life of Calyrex, so this thing does hit like a fucking truck.
Yeah, I'm predicting 60%.
I feel like that's a safe prediction. It's a safe guess, yeah. Perfect. Yep.
Is that Dragon Pulse range?
Not being booster does suck here. I feel like it's just barely out of booster range. This is really awkward.
If you
Astral
if you
T-Bolt?
Psychic the Amoonguss and T-Bolt, like, do you win with Instant Bolt versus whatever Ruben has? Because once you get rid of that Zam, Instant goes so ham in this matchup, as we've discussed.
Yeah, so if it's the enemy Bolt, it could get tricky with like speed. The speeds of the bolts could come into play. But yeah, otherwise I think Instant should be able to just clutch this game up. So I think just making this trade could be the move.
Yeah, I actually don't even know if you want to risk Astral. Why not just Psychic? But it doesn't matter. He's going to get the Astral off, get the extra chip, making sure T-Bolt always kills. And Ruben preserving the Pokemon lead is also really good.
I think also just having Amoonguss alive just to redirect Thunderclap, sorry, is really, really nice, right? Because then you're just getting another Astral off, and you're getting free damage into Bolt, free damage into Instant. Like, we take those. That's not too bad. But I guess you can't protect on the next turn, so you do just get a fake out Thunderclap anyways. But then you have Encore too. Encore could come into play. So this is like far from over. This is actually really, really awkward for
yeah, the question is,
Matteo.
how does Ruben kill Incineroar?
The question is too is how does he navigate this next turn? Because I feel like if he gets it right, I would say the game's over, and Ruben's gonna take game 1 here. Right?
Yeah, but Matteo does have 2 full health Pokemon. CSR's at like 30. Among Us is just protected. It's at 40. I don't think it's over.
It's definitely not
There's
over.
Shandao
Okay.
with Life Orb too.
Ooh, man, I would have liked to see the Shadow Rider though, just to threaten the Encore, because if you actually do Encore this Incineroar, the game's kind of fucking over, right? So I would have liked to see Calyrex Shadow come in there and like at least threaten those mind games.
Yeah, it also just avoids the Intimidate.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Calyrex Shadow would have been a lot better. Obviously, Ruben didn't know what Matteo had in the back, but I feel like you can make a guess that Incineroar is going to come.
No.
Even if it's
it was
Among Us,
lead.
like, it's
It was
not
lead.
bad.
It was lead. He knew it was
Oh, okay,
instant.
there you go. Yeah, it was lead, so you
Yeah.
know that. I think you never bring Chien-Pao in that case. But Ruben has a big Incineroar problem right now. He cannot kill it.
No, he can't kill it all. He lost his boy Zam, and now he's like, "Fuck, what am I doing here?"
I mean, that's just one of the big issues with the team is you really have to preserve that Zamazenta. Otherwise, you have very little damage into Incineroar, especially when you have Rillaboom, Mungus, and you didn't bring the Raging Bolt.
Yeah, it literally is just the Zama. And then he committed the Terra early, which did look good in the early turns, but unfortunately is not looking good now. Okay. Froze a little.
Yeah, and now you can Encore the Bolt, but it's too late, and it can just click Clap, pin it into Eternity. You Flare Blitz the POW, you clap the CSR, and the game is over.
Yep, because it is Life Orb POW too, so it's not doing any damage. It's not living this Flare Blitz at all. And it's not doing enough damage to anything here.
It could go for an Icicle Crash Flinch.
He just got
Maybe.
He got like low-key checkmated by Flare Blitz and Incineroar. The Blitz is showing off here, and the AV is nice. Like, Incin is healthy as fuck. He's got the Intimidate, he's got the AV. He's gonna clutch this one up, dude. He's going nuts. All right, no clap.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
okay.
I think this really could have been a different game if it was that CSR coming in. But I still don't know if you would have gone the distance. It's just
No.
about like threatening a KO on the Bolt with Crash and then Incineroar recoil maybe. I mean, if he gets a flinch here, I actually do think he. No, because the clap just pins it.
Yeah, I think the clap just clutches it up too. Yeah, it is just it's like awkward. The AV is also making it so that it's not gonna go down to Astral anytime soon. Even if you just get a like, it's probably living Astral right here.
It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
You just knock off clap. Yeah, it probably does because it's Sash CSR.
So that's
But
game
this was a
one.
pretty dominant showcase of the Incineroar, like that being the difference maker.
It really was. Yeah, Instant clutched up. He's
that
Mateo's
little
smiling.
smile,
He's
bro.
feeling good, dude. He's feeling good. Do we have double jerseys, by the way? Like, what's
I
going
think
on
we
with
do
the
have
drip
double
war?
jerseys, and
Yeah.
drip war wise, I kind of do fuck with his more, dude. I'm not
I
liking
do.
Ruben's as much. I just feel like it's a bit cleaner on shit. I forgot his name. The goat's
Mateo.
Mateo's side.
Also, Ruben's got a crazy ass. I don't know why, but he has a saxophone on his shoulder, and I just don't understand why that one's there. I don't know their team name, but the saxophone is kind of funny.
Okay, wait, I kind of vibe with that. I'm kind of Team Ruben now. He's a sax master, bro.
He kind of is, but unfortunately for game one, Mateo went nuts. So I mean, Instant was clutch. I don't know. Amoongus also just didn't look good when I feel like Amoongus could go the distance in this matchup. It just didn't get enough turns. It switched in on the Astral. It was just kind of fucking worthless. I also think the Terra Water
Ruben-
is awkward.
Yeah, he was playing a little too passive, and he committed to that terror really early, and we liked that.
Yeah,
But it
okay.
really bit him in the ass because of that bolt. So maybe you at least wait to have the Amoongus next to the Zam before tearing, or you just play a little bit more aggressively. Put that sax on the table, whip it out.
I feel
And-
like
make some plays.
I feel like Matteo also had like the right guys. Like anytime a Pokemon came in, it was like, oh shit, Mateo's got the perfect guy for the situation, right? Whereas I felt like Ruben, like when Amogus came in, it didn't come in perfectly. Chiampao came in and got fucking intimidated, right? They just didn't come in the manner that Ruben wanted to, and the game didn't play out like he needed it to clutch this one up. So I think Mateo just like his guys looked better, you know?
Yeah, I mean, Ruben got so many turns right with like the speed tie and encore. And still
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
right.
I thought the
The
game was
big one
cooked.
was turn one that Zam came in for free. Like Ruben didn't do anything.
Ruben did play really, really passive. I mean, it's kind of like it is kind of weird. It's kind of awkward, right? Like playing on the stage, with all these dudes watching you play. But like you gotta lock in and you gotta whip your sacks out. You know what I'm saying? And just throw it on the table. So, Calar Exam
Exactly.
again, and I think we're gonna see the Calar Exam from Matteo as well. Let's fucking go.
Holy shit. They're facing each other down in the same exact order, too.
Is this the lead that's like goated in the mirror? I haven't played it. I haven't played Calar Exam, so I don't really know.
I like Ensign Calyrex as well. It's just the encore stupid. But honestly, I think this lead is stupid good into a lot. I feel like it's a broken ass lead.
It kind of is. Like, it's just so much pressure. And at any point, your pivots are just awesome in the back, right? Like, you have huge, bulky guys. You have so much damage. You really can just switch around and just play, like, so fluidly with this. Okay, this is a crazy turn one. But honestly, I don't hate it because, like, if they do wide guard, you're getting free damage. And also, they can't do that much back to you. So I feel like it's not bad. And being the faster Zam is just huge here. This is clutch.
Yeah, the issue is if Ruben Terra Waters, does he live? But then at that point, so much damage has been done.
Yeah, and again, you're making the Terra Water. Like, because I think Mateo's probably playing for this Incineroar to carry the game out. He is going to Terra. I wonder if he's going for it.
Which one's he's gonna body press the CSR and protect? You think?
Ooh, that would be really nice if he does that. Okay.
Holy shit! I called it, bro. Well, this is why he's 10-1.
Okay, Astral. He is. We didn't talk about it. Ruben does have the 10-1. Mateo's unfortunately 9-2, so Ruben is better, but rough.
Well, that just makes Matteo the underdog, and that does nothing. Holy shit!
He kind of ate, dude. But I think it's fine because I think Incineroar might just win the game again. Like, he gets his perfect turn one, but how is he dealing with Incin? Because now Bolt's just going to clap you for the rest of the game. You can spam wide guard. You can be annoying. Like, it doesn't feel too bad here.
Yeah, the important thing is the CSR does have its sash intact, and it
That's
can
true.
kind of spam some moves. So it's gonna be interesting how Matteo like dances around that, but burning the Terra is really good.
It's kind of funny because
And you have to imagine he's fat.
it is kind of crazy that he did, like, he got a KO in a Terra, right? But I would still say Ruben might be in a bad spot, even though that turn couldn't have it couldn't have gone better, really, realistically, right? Like, what else can you really do?
I mean, Ruben even predicted the Terra on Mateo's end. Like, he didn't have to force it with an Astral. He's just like, you're gonna do it. I know you are. And it literally went exactly the way he would have predicted. But it's just a matchup difference. Having that Incineroar in the back is like it's his restricted.
It is. It really is as restricted. So he's gonna go for Encore. And he's gonna make him lock in a body press, which feels pretty good. And do you remember? Did he go for body press in that slot?
I didn't actually look. Both of them doing so much less than I thought, which is kind of crazy. But that's good chip. It's valuable. It means it can't attack now. It's risking a clap, and you can just body press that Zama slot however long you want.
Do you clap here? I think that's the question.
I think you clap the CSR, but Mateo's playing a little bit more proactive, making a read that Ruben knows there's pressure on that Calyrex. Let me pivot into my Incin as quick as possible.
I like it, especially because like he's dealt with the Zam, and once again, that's the only thing really holding him back. So dealing with the Zam, you're chilling, you're happy, and now it's time to just let this Incineroar take over the game and show his status as a restricted here.
The only reason I don't like this is that you might not get an Intimidate off on the
POW.
on the Chin POW, but it might be okay. You have a free switch in the back.
Yeah, I mean, I think Matteo brings the right guys. I think these four are the four to bring every single time. Ruben definitely could change it up. I definitely could see his own bolt being beneficial just to give you something else to help with his Incineroar. But the clap's going to go off. It gets the KO. He called it. And is it going to be an encore and a clap? I bet it is. Mateo's
I could
going
just see
nuts.
an Astral, to be honest.
Either way, it's probably fine because it is an encore. Brutal.
You know, I think Matteo would have been happier if he just stayed in, but he's still in a pretty dominant position, especially if that's not Pao. It is Raging Bull. Okay.
Okay, so he did change it up. He did bring it. Now it is locked into to clap here as well. So the Raging Bolt's chilling with the 4x resist there. So this is actually like definitely playable from Ruben's end.
Yeah, the AV is just looking real pretty here. His booty is huge.
The AV's so
Ruben can't do
nice.
shit.
He's so bulky.
It's a protect angle on the CSR is my guess.
I think it's probably just protect Thunderbolt, and you could probably Thunderbolt eat their slot, and I'd be okay with it. If you really want to call the Bolt switching, which I think the Bolt will switch. I think you could Thunderbolt that slot. But you probably need to deal with Ensign.
Yeah, I think you just want to get some chip on the Bolt. And holy shit, the Ensign is faster than the Raging Bolt. Maybe it's max speed Ensign, like a really fast Ensign. I've seen some Salt Vest guys run that. And
I
maybe
think
just
it
not
is.
that much speed on Bolt, but that's crazy. I was not expecting that.
That was fucking nice. And he... Oh, Draco Meteor into the Bolt.
Oh, shit. He was expecting it to stay in, huh?
I really didn't think he was gonna. I really didn't. I like the way he covered, though. Matteo played that so perfectly. He's like, I know you're gonna T-bolt my instant. I'm just gonna... And I also don't want to risk losing myself to Draco, so I'm just gonna do a double switch there. And the U-turn... Like, even Ruben in the cam, you could see him. He's like, what the fuck, dude? You outspin my Bolt? What? He gets the clap.
Yeah,
correctly.
that's actually huge. That's the information game where Ruben didn't know that and felt probably more confident in the Bolt turn. Well, Heavy Slam is weird. I think you body press that slot every
I think
time,
it was
but-
just a cover for Encore. He just really didn't want to... He really wanted to kill CSR there.
Yeah, but it being at -2 is huge. It lives this turn, and now this Pao is gonna come in, and you can't intimidate it. This Raging Bolt is stuck at reduced special attack.
-4.
And-
-4.
Yeah, it's looking curtains unless Ruben gets every turn right and some crits, because this Incineroar has taken 0 damage.
The Incineroar is just gonna clutch it up again, dude. It doesn't matter what Pokemon are brought. He is inevitable. He is gonna win.
Yeah, and you know this is something Wolf has talked about a lot. Something Incineroar, right?
Also, yeah, Wolf loves Incineroar, yes. But also, I feel like the entire time, he just had this game plan of just killing Zamazenta. That was it. He was like, I know how to win this. And he played to his win con every single time. Where, like, Ruben was making good trades. Like, the turn 1 was great. But he was like, I'm going to kill Zamazenta. That's all I care about doing.
Wait, what the fuck was that play on Mateo's end?
Wait, what happened? I wasn't paying attention.
So Ruben sucker punch and clapped Zam. Zam dies, and Matteo went for the clap on Pao, and it failed because Pao was obviously faster and went for
Yeah.
sucker. I still think the game is over, but that was a really weird turn where I think you could have just attacked with Pao every time. I mean, with Raging Bolt.
Yeah. Honestly, just fire the pulse into Raging Bolt probably felt pretty good, right? Like, just split attacks.
Yeah. I mean, that was a weird turn. I also don't know if Ruben could... Oh, Ruben could not just clap the Zam because it would have lived since it's -4. But yeah, no, I think you always split attacks then. That isn't clap. Regardless, it should be fine. AV Incineroar kind of goes hard. Ruben doesn't even protect for some reason.
And here comes the pulse.
Yeah,
This is
and
faster
Mateo's
Bolt.
faster. Should die. And that's game.
And that's a regional victory for Matteo. Or what is it? A special event?
Special event, same thing. No money. I mean... It doesn't matter. You got glory. You get an invite. I mean, this was a really clean set, and it kind of showed you why Ensign is so good in the mirror.
Mm-hmm. And also, like, I feel like he just played to his win con. That was why he won the regional. He played to his win con. He knew exactly what he was targeting the entire time, and just didn't slip up with the pressure. He played that clean. He honestly made it look like it never came down to speed ties. It never came down to any bullshit. He just played better.
Yeah, so if you're going to NAIC, make sure to just delete that demonic team, destroy the whatever Matteo brought, because that's going to be everywhere. It's a really strong team, and you should have a matchup for it.
You definitely should. That is if you take anything from this, beat that team. Make sure you're beating it, because I think it's so good right now, and I think a lot of
I like
players
the
are.
color of his pants, too. He was just kind of out here swagging on him.
He did win the drip war. He did.
True.
I gotta give it to him, dude. Look, they put Smeargle in a cage, dude, where he belongs.
Holy shit, dude. They're doing our dog like that.
Dude, fuck Smeargle. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown of this very quick finals. But yeah, thanks for joining me, Raghav.
Of course, please like, comment, subscribe. We're almost at 5 mil.
5
And
mil.
we love every one of you.
We love
Peace.
all of you. Peace. Bye.